welcome to an entire video of Shakespearean insults. Don't worry, we're not mad at each other.
Shakespearean slang?
Sure, but they're all negative.
Walter's very interested in the Shakespearean slang.
Walter has a thing about paper.
I thought you were going to say about Shakespeare.
Sure. I mean, I think that would stand. Do you have a thing about Shakespeare? Do you? I would believe it. I would believe it. Maybe in a past life he studied Shakespeare. Oh. So, how are we going to do this? How are we going to go this? How are we going to do this? How are we going to blah, 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 blah.
We're going to guess
it's late. It's late at night.
Are we going to guess what the insults are?
So, we are going to pick from this bowl. I did look for a festive bowl. I was unable to find one, unfortunately. And then Claudia was like, no one cares. So we have a white bowl. That's the stage we're at of Christmas, you know? When it's like, sure, and so, sure. So one of us is going to pick out a thing, we're going to read out the Shakespearean word, and the other has to guess what it means.
Or translate it into modern, we're going to translate it into modern day insult?
Yes.
Okay.
Basically the same thing.
Okay, yes.
Guess what it means. All right, do you want to go first?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, Walter's being you, but he doesn't have hands.
Gudgeon.
Gudgeon. That sounds like some kind of glutton, is that right? Or gudgeon. That could be to punch, like to smash. Am I right in either of these directions?
No.
Warm at all?
I mean, it's an insult.
It's an insult, sure.
They're all insults.
A gudgeon is someone who, thick-headed, dumb, stupid.
If I put it into context, like...
Yeah.
Yeah, or about like, that barman is a particular gudgeon.
Someone who's really miserable.
No, I know, it sounds like... Okay, not going to guess it. Slimy or sneaky.
Oh, that does not sound right, does it?
Yours guesses sound
That's
more
very like gudgeon.
Yeah.
Deep. Like, oh.
Slimy, sneaky. We have like S words like...
Slimy.
Gudgeon's quite like boof in your face.
Exactly, that's where I was going for.
Yeah.
Alright, dankish.
Smelly.
No.
Like dank. Ooh, it's a bit dank.
Okay, he's a bit dankish.
Boring.
Sort of, yeah, along those lines.
Plain.
Yeah, like he's just a bit, you know...
Dull.
He's a bit of a dankish type.
Meh.
Yeah, I'll go with that. Meh. It means meh. Feeble, weak-willed. The modern alternative would be wet wipe.
Ah, I did say dank. Yeah, dank is wet, like wet. So that's why I thought it was smelly, like that dampy sort of smell.
I love how we were just like critiquing Shakespeare. Like, no, Shakespeare, your words are wrong.
Frothy.
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 Is that someone who's got too much energy? Yes?
That woman is clearly frothy.
Hysterical?
Yeah, almost, yeah. Pretty much, actually.
Hysterical, nervous, neurotic.
Mad, unstable, delusional.
Sure.
I know it's bad that I said that woman because, you know...
No, that is bad.
No, but it's because...
I thought you said it like it was a particularly female word.
No, but it's just like, I think like that's how I imagined Shakespearean people would describe a mad, unstable, delusional...
I mean, yeah, that's a very fair critique of Shakespeare's work. All right. Elfskinned.
Pale. Not seen the sun. Unhealthy.
A bit, like, yeah.
Underfed.
Yeah.
And like a street, like...
An urchin.
An urchin, yeah.
One of my favourite words, urchin. Just such a good word to say.
Golem.
Say it. Urchin.
Golem-esque.
Sounds nice.
Shakespeare's pre-Tolkien, but Golem-esque.
Yeah. A person of shrivelled or shrunken form.
See? So. Golem!
Elfskin.
I mean, hobbits are also, but he's a particularly shrunken hobbit.
Oh, you do?
Yes, he was a hobbit.
Oh my God.
That basically just lived in a cave with possessive, like...
I'm so sorry, don't come for me. I have read the books. It was just a while ago, okay? A lot of stuff has happened since then. I have memory loss.
Clapper Claude.
A clapper Claude? Is that you?
No.
Okay, just checking. A clapper Claude. Someone who goes really, really quickly. Someone who...
Everyone would wish they would.
Oh, someone who's super slow.
No, everyone wish they would just go away quickly.
A horrible person?
Yeah.
Just a horrible person.
Clapper Claude. Vilified, a person no one likes.
Oh.
Doesn't necessarily mean they're a horrible person. Just
That's
means
true. They might be lovely.
They're just like, you know...
Just misunderstood.
Outsider.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that Clapper Claude.
Oh, that poor Clapper
Are these
Claude.
words even real? Like...
Yes.
No, but I mean...
Well, I mean, Shakespeare made up a lot of words, darling, and some of them we still use today. And we call those real words, so these are too. Goodness. Are you ready? This is a sentence. You whoreson, obscene, greasy tallow catch. It literally just means you son of a prostitute, obscene, greasy lump of lard.
Wow.
I particularly
like
enjoy the fact that
it just means
obscene did not get translated. It was just obscene.
What's the bit that is what, like?
Yeah.
You whore son. Oh yeah, son of a prostitute. Obscene. Yes.
Obscene.
Greasy. Yes. Tallow catch.
Lump of lard. A tallow catch.
Okay.
I went to an online baby shower today, and we were discussing names for the baby, and her husband quite likes Horatio.
Yeah, you said.
Which is quite close to Whoreson, I would say. Whoreson's actually quite, if you think about it.
I don't think that's very nice to say Horatio is a bit like whoreson, which we just said is son of a prostitute.
But sounds.
Okay. I don't think Horatio sounds like whoreson.
But
then it's got whore in it. Gore-bellied.
Gore-bellied?
Gore-bellied.
That would be like, well, I imagine you've just been run through with a spear.
No, it's not an action. It's to describe someone, isn't it? It's an insult.
Gore-bellied. Maybe someone who's a warmongerer, because he wants gore. He likes gore.
No, it's
Is
actually
it just
opposite to that. Gore-bellied. It makes it sound like they're full of stuff, doesn't it?
It does.
But actually, it means that they're lacking in character or tasteless.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe gore means empty-bellied or something.
Oh, like if something has been gored open.
Gore-bellied, like, yeah.
We are learning so much today. What an excellent. Bat fouling. Oh, this is just so much bat fouling.
Like superfluous activity.
Very good, yes. It means evasive, unclear, beating around the bush.
Oh, very
well
good.
Done. Very
I think it was more from your example than I got it.
Thank you.
Because otherwise I was about to go on a weird tangent about nighttime, like, excretions and things. Applejohn.
An Applejohn?
Yes. That farmer is particularly Applejohn.
Drunk.
No, does that? Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, but what happens to like chronically drunk people?
They get sick. They fall over a lot. They get gout.
It means they're withered and wrinkled.
Oh.
Maybe Applejohn
Delightful.
maybe it's a bit like someone who's been pickled.
Oh, I see.
Withered and wrinkled.
Oh, he's particularly Applejohn at this time of year.
At this time of year.
I don't know why I said that. Like you get old at Christmas and then whoa, by spring, back to sprightly.
It's like their faces like plump out.
I sometimes think that about Santas. You know, people who are professional Santas. Like, what do they look like the rest of the year?
Like,
they must go on some holidays, like surfing.
Yeah.
And then just at Christmas, they kind of grow the beard out and...
Well, a lot of them have fake beards, don't they?
That is very sad. We've decided with our future children that anyone who is not real Santa, we're just going to call Christmas Man, so that the magic of Father Christmas is never lost. Because often you realise Father Christmas, you have doubts about him because you sit on the lap of some man and you're like,
well,
wait, aren't you like the janitor in my school? But you're wearing some kind of fake beard.
Yeah, it kind of stemmed because we were driving past some like Christmas decorations like outside people's houses, and I was like, look, a Christmas man, and Jessica was like, oh, what? I was like, you know, the men at Christmas.
I was like, you mean Father Christmas?
She's like, Santa? I'm like, yeah!
Yeah! So now, everyone who is not real Santa is Christmas Man.
Christmas Man,
That's how we work now in our family.
Well, to be fair, you don't know necessarily if it is Santa. Just because you're wearing an outfit that's red and white and you have a white beard and a hat doesn't mean you're Santa.
Sure.
That just means you're a Christmas man.
It does.
Or woman.
I would like that. I mean, that would be fun. There's a new Santa emoji.
Jessica did this like the other morning, like went through all of the new emojis on the phone, on the iPhone, and I was just like, I hadn't even drank like half a cup of tea, and I was like, Jessica, this is really boring. It's like when we were 12 and people played all of the ringtones on their mobile phones.
She could not care less.
I wouldn't even know if it was a new one because I don't even know what emojis already exist. I just like look for emoji. Sometimes I'm like, when it just suggests an emoji to me, I'm like, okay. But I don't go actively looking for one. I've got better things to do in my life than search for emojis.
I don't, apparently.
At least they've done a search function now.
Yes, oh my god.
So now you can just search Christmas Man if that's what you want.
Good luck. Right. Skeins mate. Ooh. No, wait. That was meant to be like his skeins mate.
Wingman? Why is that an insult?
I'm not sure why this is an insult, actually.
His skeins man. His lover.
Skeins mate.
Gaines, mate.
Yeah, lover was actually quite close, to be fair. No, okay, this is weird because you can use it in two ways. It is either a sycophantic companion or a prostitute, depending on the situation.
Okay. Flapdragon.
A flapdragon.
Ooh.
This makes me...
They've got flapdragon.
They've got flapdragon.
After that Friday night, went off with that woman.
Oh, okay. Is it syphilis?
It doesn't say specifically. I mean, it implies that something has got very red and angry down there.
It does.
You maggot pie. You're not really. You're very cute.
Okay, maggot pie. Someone who is disgusting and gross and loathsome and we don't like them.
Yes, pretty much. A horrible, disgusting human being.
Goodness.
Bad character.
So from now on, whenever you don't like someone, you can just say, you're a maggot pie. Everyone we don't like, maggot pie. In just that voice.
I would be a bit upset if someone called me a maggot pie, to be fair.
Yeah, you would.
It's pretty horrible.
If your nurse was like, you're being a real maggot pie today.
Yeah, it's like,
oh gosh,
right. They called me a modern day insult.
Oh.
Because it doesn't have much meaning other than just it's an insult.
Yeah.
Other than actually a descriptive term.
You're not a maggot pie.
I was like, I had a shower.
You're not a maggot pie, you're my little apple pie.
Yeah, my cherry pie.
Oh. Claudia bought me a Kanzen cherry blossom tree for my Christmas present, even though she doesn't like cherries.
I don't think it actually has cherry fruit, darling. It's just a blossom tree.
Well, I just really like the blossom. It's my favourite blossom tree, and we'll see if it makes cherries.
Yes.
Probably not. Why is it called a cherry blossom tree?
I don't know, maybe because of the cluster of blossom is in like cherry-like
together.
I don't know.
I mean, I'm not looking for cherries, it's fine. I don't particularly like cherries either. I just really like the tree. It's very exciting.
We also got an apple tree.
We did. And a man came today to dig some holes.
To plant the trees.
To plant the trees in. And we weren't really expecting him to put the trees in the holes.
No, because I was going to do that bit. I just wanted someone to come and do the actual digging. Anyway.
But he did, and unfortunately also got a bit confused.
He planted a potted rose bush that was already being potted in a ceramic pot on our patio. So I don't know why he took it out of the ceramic pot and planted it in the like flower bed.
I mean, I guess to be fair, we asked him to make 3 holes. Cherry blossom tree you bought me, for the apple tree that we bought together, and for the apple tree that my parents are buying us for Christmas.
To be fair, I was at work and I left Jessica in charge of this, and she's not very good at explaining things. You should have just said, look, we want you to dig 3 holes, 1 hole to be left empty because the tree's not here yet.
I can neither
you probably just
confirm nor deny
so no wonder
what I said to this man.
No wonder he was like, I've dug 3 holes. There's 2 trees.
2 trees. Let me find something else to plant.
Yeah, they must want me to plant this.
He must have like wandered around our garden finding something else that he could plant.
I think it's because the rose bush was like on the patio next to where we had the trees, just like resting.
There aren't a lot of things in our garden right now, so I think it was
maybe he was just like
the only other thing he could have planted.
I wish he'd planted the camellia instead, because it actually needs planting. Oh, anyway.
Sorry.
Gleeking.
To gleek.
What do you do gleeking about over?
To gossip.
Yeah, sort of. Scheming,
praying,
deceiving.
Actually, that really does feel like that, doesn't it?
Gossiping. Gossiping about something.
To gossip.
Like benevolent.
Malevolent. Benevolent's the good one.
Benevolent.
Yes.
Is good.
Yes.
Malevolent. I never knew there was 2 words. Well, they were just 1 word. Malevolent's bad and benevolent's good.
No.
What?
Benevolent is a word.
Yeah.
That is a good word, right? Is it not Maleficent? God, I'm having an English breakdown.
Anyway, next one.
It's late. So, something we both are. Beef-witted. I'm being unkind.
Okay. Not funny.
Stupid.
Oh.
But we're not.
Oh, you mean in relation to our lack of English language skills? Benevolent and malevolent. No wonder I got confused with my speech therapy issues. And you're like, Maleficent.
I love that we just call them speech therapy issues. Like, that's so broad.
Maleficent, it was just someone's name, darling. Isn't it? Maleficent. No, they spelled it differently. What was the word?
Malevolent?
Malevolent.
We are learning so much
Malevolent.
today. Welcome to our exhausted
Yes,
minds.
Malevolent. So her name Maleficent is a play on Malevolent.
I believe so.
Okay, anyway, well, we're glad we tidied that up. Don't get benevolent, which means kind and lovely, and with benevolent. With malevolent.
We're a bit tired. So our house was supposed to be finished, by the way, by Christmas, but you know, it's not. So we're a bit exhausted by the fact that they're just...
We've got one room upstairs, and
it's so dirty all the time. Like you just brush off the plaster dust and then it's there again in an hour.
There's bigger things in life to worry about.
There are far bigger things in life to worry about.
Yes, it's quite a good distraction.
This is true.
If we didn't have our housework to worry about, we'd be worried about much horribler things that are going on in the world. So it's a good distraction.
That's true. It's actually really helped with my anxiety about getting COVID.
Yes, I know. I just watched the news and I was like, oh my God, all they're talking about is COVID.
I made a conscious decision to stop watching the news, and I decided to not look at Twitter, which is pretty good. So I just don't do Twitter anymore. I just look at my mentions sometimes.
I still look at headlines, but I don't watch the news, which is just too much detail about everything. Headlines kind of give you the roundup, you know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyway, I hope that you're all safe. I hope you're all right.
We'll let you know about the trees and the rose, and I'll, maybe you can get some little story of me digging up the rose.
Follow us on Instagram at Jessie and Claude.
So if you want to know more,
I'll make a reel of you digging up the rose, putting a tree back in the space.
Good thing it's winter because roses don't like to be disturbed. They can get shock. Bye.
Goodbye.